Good day, I'm Karen Cabalan from BSBHR Today, and I will be describing our present packaging, promotion, and advertising strategy. The packaging is a reusable Ziploc bag with a classic design in it showing the classy logo. There are a lot of countries are taking an action to reduce plastic waste, so why not make use of packaging as well? It would be great to be able to use the packaging as you use our product. It can be used in different ways, like storing your pair of outfits for a trip, use it to store your swimwear after using, and get water-free traveling with it together with your dry ones. A packaging with a smart design and sustainable materials made from recycled or other sustainably sourced material. We will be launching promotions by giving a free tote bag on your first purchase to also encourage people to help reduce plastic waste. Moreover, promote a sustainable environment with eco-friendly products. We can also have an activity where consumers will be tagging us on social media accounts, posting their pictures wearing the product with a code, and there will be 3 chosen winners who will get to have a free swimwear of their choice. They can also invite friends for a higher chance of winning. Our advertising strategy will be through social media. Social media is the most popular and inexpensive way to advertise. With that being said, we will be creating social media accounts on different platforms and posting pictures with a theme that is pleasing and appealing to the eyes. Relaxed, casual, modern, and classic. It will also contain pictures and videos together with infos in them. We can also have influencers promoting the product or have an advertisement on YouTube, Facebook, and other social media platforms.
The products that are popular in France are the following: clothes, bags, footwear, skincare, cosmetics, perfume, wine, and cheese. During the 17th to 18th century, the capital of France, which is Paris, has been a world silks or fashion capital of the world, because women and men during 18th century wore delighted, elegant, and aromatic clothes that was being matched to a luxurious liveries, bags, and footwear, which reflect their political positions and their status on the community. Along with their elegant clothes, they partner or match it to their look and makeups to highlight their features and beauty, while skincare are being used to maintain the glow and the smoothness of their face. Those cosmetic and skincare helps them to look more sophisticated. Wine and cheese was being part of the life of the French because they always serve wine and cheese in their table, whether there is an occasion, ceremonial, holidays, and even just an ordinary day in France, because they always celebrate the good harvest and having a prosperous life. Let's move on the product that popular in Singapore. These are the dress, facial cleanser, shoes, tea, printed mugs and vases, candles, whether it's scented or not. Most of these products that are popular in Singapore are related to Singaporean culture. On 16th century, Singaporean has already bound in dresses. In fact, they have this called baju kurung, wherein it translated as a closed dress. Baju kurung is the traditional costume of the Malay and was being adopted by the Singaporean. Since then and now, they already have an eye for dresses. On 15th century, Singaporean is already bound in dresses. In fact, they have this called baju kurung, wherein it translated as a closed dress. Baju kurung is the traditional costume of the Malay and was being adopted by Singaporean. Since then and now, Singaporean has already an eye for good dresses, while the traditional footwear in Singapore were made of leather and traditionally came from Malay and again being adopted by those Singaporean. Their love for leather footwears was being diverted to the shoes when branded shoes came to Singapore during 2000s. In addition, the tradition when it comes to being barefoot when entering to different houses is a sign of respect for the owner of the house and was still being carried up until in today's generation. Tea was being introduced to the Singaporean by the Chinese immigrants. Tea since then was being present in the everyday consumption of Singaporean. And in fact, during 1980s, 70% of oolong tea that came from China was being exported in Singapore. These only represent how Singaporean got addicted to the good taste of the tea. Pottery and candle making was one of the culture and tradition of the Singaporean. Through making a candle and crafting or designing on mugs or in mugs and vases only means that the Singaporean wanted to preserve and showcase their culture and tradition that exists and they have in the country.
Number 3. Compare the cultures of those countries and indicate how cultural differences influence the following. Letter A. The cost of doing business in each country. French culture was historically shaped by Celtic, Roman, and Germanic cultures. As these influences evolved, France became a patchwork of local communities and costumes, while Singapore has its contemporary modern culture consists of a combination of Asian and European cultures, mainly by Malay, South Asian, East Asian, and Eurasian influences. Singapore has been dubbed as a country where East meets West, gateway to Asia and a garden city. Business in France are typically hierarchical and centralized. Decisions are made at the top of the company. The boss of the company will be authoritative. Professionalism is highly valued and is generally the key to acceptance by your French counterparts. In Singapore, their business culture is exceedingly competitive and is based on a strong work ethic. Westerners must learn to adapt to a different negotiation process, while in Singapore, negotiations tend to be conducted at a much slower pace than those in Western countries. The French culture was a combination of different European cultures such as German, Rome, and Celtic cultures, while the Singapore has a combination of different influences such as South Asian, East Asian, and some other Eurasian countries. In business, the France has centralized strategy where the decision come up only in the boss or head of the company, while in the Singapore, they are competitive in terms of businesses and they also based on their strong work ethics. It also affects in their negotiation because of their ethical standards.
Good afternoon po ma'am. I'm Arman M. Gigante, PSBA HR 2D. My topic is the likely future economic development of each country. About Singapore and France.
Most of people in Singapore wore conservative clothes and dresses which almost covered their whole body. This kind of culture was being influenced and passed by Malay, India, and Chinese immigrants to Singapore. During their stay in the Singapore, the silk of textile and fabric that the Singapore used while doing their dresses and clothes is their traditional fabric, which was being made and waved on hand. The design that Singapore put in the fabric represent their mixed culture and tradition when year goes by and globalization take place in this world. Singaporean people make a wonderful and elegant dresses and clothes from their own fabric, but the touch of being conservative was still present to Singapore. But as years passed by the Singaporeans perspective when comes to dresses and clothes are slowly changing a little because Singaporeans were now able to work non-closed dresses and they now able to make a trendy clothes and dresses that suit the taste of the people. The, the clothing culture of France has beautiful clothes and has a unique design of their clothes from, from the very tie of their hair to the bottom of their clothing. France is colorful when they dress completely from their hair, black ribbon and scarf on their shoulder. Their dress is new length and rolled their waists. They also hold an umbrella and they match it with their clothes. The France are also conservative when it comes to clothing and spread it among the adjacent area of France. Limoges, Clermont, Ferrand until the Celtics and Gallo-Roman until they have translated their culture with their clothes, and until now they have not lost their love for their culture. French did not see their culture of being conservative as a hindrance in developing their country and economy. Instead, they make it as a stepping stone to be known in the entire world. They make uniquely elegant dresses, footwear, bags, and different accessories that other countries were patronizing.
How cultural differences influence the business practices of each country, Singapore and France. For me, in business, if you want to, your product would be export in other countries, we should consider their cultural tradition and belief. So the exporting products would be sell continuously to them. Cultural differences involves researching a culture-defining elements prior to pursuing a business relationship. Example, we as exporter, we should know their culture that affects our business practices for us to be able to export products. My point is, we need to adjust about their culture. We should adopt some of their business practices so that we can be their source of goods and services. Example, in Singapore and France, when we want to export them the given brand of swimsuit, we should introduce them our materials and style and present that we would be the adjustment of style and materials that would be popular in their countries. In France, you should have your business card printed in French and the other in your native language. It shows respect and courtesy for them. While in Singapore, giving and receiving business card is also show respect, but they have some gestures like you should use your right hand on receiving a business card. And French meetings typically follow an established format with detailed agenda, meaning French do tend to be straightforward, ask questions to dissect the discussion further and deeper, while Singaporean held their meeting in a formal way, reserved and slow-moving. This means that Singaporean didn't typically ask questions during meetings. It takes time for them to find their words or the proper sentence for it. And lastly, Singaporean do not reject proposal immediately, and in instance avoid causing anyone to lose their face.
I am Chris Edeline Nicolas, and I would like to report our new packaging, new promotion, and new advertising strategy for our main swimwear product. With the banning of the use of plastics in France and Singapore, and actually in the whole world, we all know that plastic is one of the main problems in pollution, and most products in the world use it. Here is our simple solution of reducing the use of plastics in our firm. Our new and improved packaging that are made from a combination of PP80 and cornstarch and our 100% compostable. At the end of its life, they do not pollute the ocean or turn into microplastics. Instead, they turn into humus-like material. more commonly known as black gold, that nourishes the soil. The strength and durability of our packaging material are of great consideration since it serves as the first layer of protection to our swimsuit product. It must keep the product safe during shipping from storage for our customers. This is our new packaging. It ensures not only the safety of our product, but the safety of our environment as well. Our brand truly understands that each party is different. That's why we fit our swimwear on friends and family to be sure they cater to all and empower our customers in the process. We are always working on evolving our business to be the greenest it can be, such as offsetting carbon emissions and tracing. We focus on the goals of quality, uniqueness, and fit. We use ecological materials to create durable fabrics combined with multicultural prints and nature-inspired colors. Much of our collection is made from sustainable materials like recycled nylon, and many of the suits also have UPF sun protection, which protects the fabric and your skin from the sun's rays. It is important to us that we know how our products are made and who is wearing them. We want to keep a personal connection with each and every one of our buyers to ensure they are all well taken care of. Upon our research in Singapore, Swimwear, we love how we invested in our designs. We personally select all the prints and every detail of the suits. Plus, it's environmentally friendly as the swimsuits are made of recycled materials and come with multi-use capabilities. All pieces are crafted from quality, sustainable Italian-made fabric fit for Singapore heat. Currently in France, we have decided to go for high-quality denim products which are becoming increasingly popular, or prefer to offer low-quality mass products for French clothing chains. With the pandemic still affecting us and a lot of people are still at home choosing to buy products online. When it comes to buying swimsuits, buyers, of course, would try and fit the swimsuits before they buy them. But with the COVID restrictions, we now introduce our new advertising by using social media. Now, we can reach a lot of people with our product. We publish great content on our social media profiles. We listen and engage in our followers. We analyze the results and we run social media advertisements. We let our employees post with our swimsuit products and share it with their Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and even in YouTube blogs. We focus on engaging creatively in social media platforms to share with them the experience of summer in their comforting homes. As the summer season closes in and the launch of our social media platforms, we are now offering a 30% discount on every swimsuit that we post online. All you need to do is keep on track of the posts of our employees as we include promo codes on it. You can claim the discount promo on our website. Plus, for every 5 pairs of bikinis you bought from us, we will give you a limited edition summer hat for free. For men's promo, we are now offering buy 4 take 1 for free swimming short. Plus, if you avail this promo, you can buy our limited edition men's sunglasses with 50% of its original price. Enjoy our products.
Good day everyone, I am Alvin and Santos and I will be answering the question number 5. In which country will you think your product will perform best? Depend your A swimsuit is a clothing designed for people who wants to do a water-based activity or water sport, such as swimming and sun-oriented activities like sunbathing. We will go straight to the point and profit-wise. Between France and Singapore, Singapore is the best place for exporting of swimsuit on the market. I have to say that Paris, France is the fashion capital of the world, but we have to consider their dress codes and laws. Year 1903, the government of France banned swimming shorts. For safety and healthy protocols, they apply wearing of swimming trunks on pools to avoid dust and the likes from entering the pool. In the simplest way, they want to be extra hygienic. While we have a lot of advantage when we sell swimsuit in Singapore, in terms of traditional clothing, Singaporean style is more relaxed, casual, and classy. They tend to buy more clothes that will suit their body type. Aside from that, our swimsuit is more flattering and relaxed to be worn because of its quality. Wearing the right swimming attire is important. It can keep you have a safe swimming for a long period of time. Swimsuits are perfect product for Singaporeans who like to choose clothes based on their body type so they will feel confident and comfortable with their skin. Profit-wise, swimwear is a noteworthy industry. The global market value of swimwear has evidently increased and is predicted to hit $29.1 billion by 2025. Swimwear is also a great path for Singaporeans to wear their creativity while capitalizing on rising styles. Gain and profit-wise, we will not affect the Singaporeans' culture and law negatively. We can affect them positively through quality swimsuit while abiding their law and culture.